Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to share with you guys that I hit over 1,000 subscribers last week, which is so exciting. Thank you guys for being subscribed to my channel, and if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned on all my videos. But today I wanted to do a special video for you guys since I did hit 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted to answer some of your questions. So on Instagram, I did a shout out for any questions that you guys had for me. I'll go ahead and leave my social media accounts below so you can make sure that you're following me there. But today I'm going to be doing a part 1 of the Q&A, and next week there will be a part 2 because you guys asked a lot of awesome questions and I want to make sure that I'm able to answer them all. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. Okay, question 1. How do you budget your grocery list? So I budget my grocery list. I normally spend about $200 a month on groceries for myself and my husband together. And we do this by doing a lot of meal planning. During the weekend, I like to make sure that I am planning out exactly what meals I'm going to be making for the week and writing it all down on my grocery list so that when I go to the grocery store, I'm only buying the things that I have on my list. That's super important if you're wanting to keep your grocery costs down, and so this is something that we make sure that we do. I hate wasting food. I think that is just like the worst thing when you have food left over that you don't eat and then goes bad, and so I try to avoid that at all costs. So meal planning is a huge help in making sure that we stick to our grocery budget and that we're also using up all the food that we have. Another thing that I do to help with shopping on a budget is shopping your pantry first. So before you go to the store and before you plan out what you're going to make for the week, check your pantry to see what items you have and to see if anything's about to go bad. Check your fridge too. And if things are almost expired, see if you can come up with a meal that uses the items that you already have. This will definitely help save on your grocery budget like it has for us. Okay, question 2. What are some cheap or free activities you added in for entertainment during your debt-free journey? I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to do a lot of things when you are on a budget and just really trying to pay off your debt. It's important that you're still enjoying life, but that can be hard when you are trying to cut costs. But things that we did while we were on our debt-free journey was watching a lot of Netflix. Netflix is, super cheap to have an account, and so we would often, spend our weekends catching up on marathons of The Office or Parks and Rec, and just doing things like that is a really cheap way to have fun for me and my husband. But other things that we did while we were on our debt-free journey and still do now for enjoyment is going on walks, which is great to just get outside and get away from the TV and Netflix. So we still enjoy that. Speaking of which, today in Portland, it is supposed to be like 65 degrees and it's March. So I'm so excited about that. So we're definitely going on a walk after I film this video. So that's one thing that we also love to do. Also, with living in Portland, we are about 2 hours from the beach and an hour and a half-ish from the mountain. So there's a lot of things that we can do outside in nature, and that's just the place of where we live. So I understand that's not super reasonable for everyone, depending on where your location is. But for us, going on day trips to the beach or going to the mountain are, again, fun and cheap ways to just, have fun and get out and enjoy yourself. Also, summertime makes it super easy to do fun and frugal things. Things like community parks will put on like concerts in the park during the summer, which is a free and fun thing to do. So definitely check out your city to see if there are any free activities that they are offering during the summer. Okay, question 3. How did you start your blog? I guess this is a 2-part question. And did you take any classes for it? So I started my blog in May 2016, but it was about in March 2016 that I was really thinking of starting a blog, and I thought that it was super kind of weird that I had this interest in wanting to start a personal finance blog. I'll go ahead and link my blog below for you guys to check out if you would like to. But I started it out in May 2016 as just a free WordPress site, and so it was just a fun way for me to share what we were doing in our debt-free journey as we were still paying off our debt at that time. And when I posted my first post and I shared it on Facebook, I had a lot of people who told me that it was really beneficial for them and they got really great information from it. So it was super encouraging for me to see that what we were going through was encouraging others in their personal finance journey. So I just kept continuing to post. Mind you, when it was the free WordPress site, I wasn't spending a whole lot of time making all of my posts, and I would post maybe once a month, so I wasn't super consistent. But in the summer 2017, I realized that I really wanted to make money off my blog because I was already doing it. It was something I enjoyed, and I saw that you could actually make money doing it. So I changed to hosting my site with Bluehost, and I own my own domain, which is awesome. And I also still do that through WordPress. So it was the platform I was already using, and WordPress makes it super easy. So I totally saw a benefit in hosting my site. I'll go ahead and leave a link for Bluehost as well. I can't really encourage you enough that if you're wanting to start a blog, or if you already have a blog and are hosting it for free, hosting it with another company like Bluehost is going to be so beneficial for your site and make it a professional site where your title isn't like thebudgetingwife.wordpress.com. Instead, it's just thebudgetingwife.com. And I run my own professional site. I own my site, which is really great. So if you are wanting to do the same, I definitely recommend checking out Bluehost. You can host for only a few dollars a month with my link, $2.95 right now until April 7th. Then it'll go back up to $3.95 a month. So definitely check it out. For very cheap, you can also host your blog, so can't recommend it enough. And the second part, did you take any classes? Yes, I did. In October of 2017, that's when I got really serious about my blog and wanting to put a lot more time and energy into it. And so I found a class called the Making Sense of Affiliate Marketing class. And it is put on by a woman who writes at Making Sense of Sense, Michelle. And she makes over $100,000 a month from her blog. So she is fabulous and definitely knows what to do when it comes to making money blogging. And so I just really wanted to learn from her and her examples so that I could apply that to my blog as well. So I signed up for the course, and the awesome thing about it is that it's all online, and it's just you teach yourself as you go. So the material's already there for you, and so you just learn as you go at your own pace. And the great thing is that you also get to keep it for as long, as you want. For your account is always active. So there's many times where I will go back to the class to reference things. So if you're wanting to make money blogging, I highly recommend this class. It is not free, but I will say that the cost of it, I made more in my first month after taking the course than the entire cost of the class. So I would definitely recommend it if you are wanting to learn how to make money blogging. Okay, the next question is, do you use the EveryDollar app? I do not use the EveryDollar app, but I have checked it out and I love it. So if you are someone who is interested in finding an app, I would definitely recommend the EveryDollar app. You can use the free version, which is still great, and I've checked that out. I personally am an Excel nerd, and so I love to just have my budget in Excel, and I put all my transactions in there, and I get super nerdy with my Excel spreadsheet, as I'm sure you guys have seen in one of my previous budget report videos. So I actually don't use the app, but I do find it really helpful if you are not as much of an Excel nerd as I am. So you can definitely check out EveryDollar. I recommend that. All right, next question. What household cleaning products do you try to save money on, and do you make your own? I'll start off by saying, no, I do not make my own. I know there are those people out there who are like so great at, making their own beauty products and household products, and they like spend all this time to make them, and I'm just not that person. So I will just go buy household products and cleaning products and all that stuff. But I have found that the Dollar Tree is a really great place for us to buy some of our household products. Things like, I'll get like magic erasers there, like the off-brand, because it's just foam, so I don't need the name brand magic eraser. So I'll get some of those products there, or like even cleaning gloves, or there's so many products, even like laundry, like stain sprayer. There's tons of stuff that they have at Dollar Tree that I will always go check first at Dollar Tree before I go to like Target to buy something. They even have like dish soap, all that kind of stuff. So I like to save money on household shopping by going to Dollar Tree first to see what I can get, and if I am not able to find it there, then I will go to Target or wherever to get those other household products. All right, we have 2 more questions, and they were put together. So the first is, what is your favorite budgeting app, and how do you still do fun things with friends on a tight budget? Okay, so my favorite budgeting app, like I said, I have checked out EveryDollar, and I really like it, but again, I'm just more of an Excel nerd, so I love my Excel spreadsheet. but I would definitely recommend EveryDollar if you're looking for a budgeting app. I also love Mint, and I use Mint personally, not to keep track of all my transactions or use it for budgeting, but I love their dashboard feature. And so with that, I can input all of our like retirement savings accounts, and you can even like add your car values on there and your bank accounts. And so at a quick glance, I can check our net worth, which I love being able to see just like at a glance, and being able to see all of our investment accounts all at once. So if you are wanting to do the same thing, I would highly recommend you check out Mint. I love having the app on my phone, and you can also look at it on your computer. So it's really helpful to just be able to see my dashboard net worth all at a glance. And as far as the second question goes, how do you still do fun things with friends on a tight budget? I would recommend inviting people over. This is something that we did while we were on our debt-free journey. Instead of going out to eat with your friends, and like we live in Portland, which is a super like foodie place, like people love to go out to eat, and there's a lot of like trendy restaurants that are here in Portland. But I'll say that Jacob and I haven't been to a whole lot of them because they are mostly very expensive. So instead, I would recommend inviting people over. We've done that and had like game nights, or s'mores night, pizza night. Like there's so many things that you can do in your home that doesn't cost you a whole lot of money to go out. So I love having people over as well. The hospitality side of getting to cook for everyone and just host, I really enjoy. So that has been a fun way that we've been able to still enjoy time with our friends without the need to spend a whole lot of money going to fancy restaurants all the time. So I will conclude this as the part 1 of the Q&A because there are a lot of questions. So stay tuned for next week where I will finish the second part of the Q&A. And so with that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.